In a sunny meadow at the edge of a quiet forest, all the trees stood tall and straight, reaching proudly toward the sky. All but one. This tree was different. Instead of growing upward like the others, it had grown sideways, stretching toward the ground before curving slightly upward again, as if it had been unsure which way to go. From the moment it sprouted, the sideways tree felt out of place. "Why do you grow like that?" the oak beside it asked. "One spring morning, I don't know," the sideways tree replied quietly. "The wind was strong when I was small, and I just followed it." The other trees whispered among themselves. Some thought the sideways tree was lazy for not standing tall. Others simply ignored it, focusing on their own leaves and branches. Seasons passed. Birds chose the taller trees for their nests. Squirrels raced up the straight trunks, leaving the sideways tree untouched. Even in the heat of summer, children preferred to rest under the taller trees with their thick canopies. The sideways tree felt useless. The store. One autumn night, dark clouds rolled in, and the wind roared like 1,000 angry wolves. Rain lashed the meadow. Trees swayed, their tall trunks bending dangerously. "Hold on," the oak called to the others. But the storm was merciless. The sideways tree braced itself. Its unusual shape, once a source of shame, made it harder for the wind to uproot it. It wasn't trying to fight the wind. It had grown with it for years. When morning came, the meadow was a mess. Branches lay scattered. A few tall trees had fallen, their roots exposed like broken fingers. The sideways tree was still standing. Bent, yes, but strong. A new purpose. In the days that followed, animals searched for shelter. A family of rabbits moved under the sideways tree's low branches. The shade, now closer to the ground, became a safe hiding spot. Birds began to perch on its curved trunk, singing in the early light. One afternoon, a young boy came to the meadow carrying a small wooden box. He sat beside the sideways tree, tracing its bark with his fingers. "You're perfect," he whispered. He opened the box, revealing paints and brushes. Every day after school, the boy would come back, sitting under the sideways tree to draw, paint, and dream. The tree's unusual shape gave him a comfortable place to lean, a desk of nature's making. Soon, other children joined him. They tied swings to its lower branches. They wove flowers into its leaves. They laughed and read books beneath it, finding comfort in the way it reached toward them instead of towering above. The realization. One spring morning, the sideways tree heard the oak speaking softly. "You've become the heart of the meadow," the oak said. "Your shape. It's brought everyone together." The sideways tree felt a warmth deep in its roots. For years it had thought it was less than the others, but in its difference lay its strength. It had survived storms the tall trees could not. It had welcomed creatures the others could not reach. It realized something important. Growing differently didn't mean growing wrong. The leagock, years later, the meadow changed. New saplings sprouted. Some straight, some leaning, some curved. The sideways tree had become a shelter, a playground, and a meeting place. The boy who once painted under its branches grew into an artist. In every painting of a meadow, a sideways tree could be seen, reaching not toward the sky, but toward life itself. And so, the tree that grew sideways never wished to be like the others again. It knew that sometimes the most beautiful paths are the ones that bend. Moral: our differences aren't weaknesses. They're what make us strong, unique, and able to help others in ways no one else can.